CTV would like to wish a very happy Veterans Day to all of the current veterans who served their country proudly, and to all of the other military service personnel who gave their lives bravely in the name of freedom.
Please join me. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you. God bless America.
Thank you, Harold. Our commander, unfortunately, isn't here today. He's not well, so we'll skip that. Introduction of guests, Miriam McCoon, please. I almost did it.
You almost did it, Danny. Have to lower it for the munchkins here.
Stand up, Mary.
Sit down, please.
Yeah, please be seated.
It is truly my privilege and honor to introduce the guests who are attending today, but I take my glasses off so I can see them. Initially, I'd like to introduce our Congressman, Max Rose. Okay. And from the Assembly, we have Nicole Maliatakis. Mike Riley, and Michael Kusick. Am I missing anyone here? Let me see. Well, if they do arrive, we'll be happy to introduce them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mary. What's next? That was the 11th hour toast. Who's going to do that? You want to do it? 11th hour toast?
Legionnaires, it is the hour of 11. This time reminds us that the hour of 11 has a tender significance to every member of the American Legion. For it was on the 11th day of the 11th month, at the 11th hour, that the guns of World War I ceased firing. Silence encompassed the earth. It was at 11 that the last man died in battle. It was at 11 that a delirium of joy and thanksgiving swept over a grateful humanity. It was right then that the soul of the American Legion was born. It was then that our obligation to our country and to our honored dead was conceived. Since that time, we have been victorious in a second and more devastating war. We rejoiced in victory, but could we, in our jubilation, forget the thousands upon thousands of our comrades who gave their lives in that wilderness called Korea, or those who sacrificed and fell in those stagnant rice paddies of Vietnam, or in the desert of Iraq and the mountains of Afghanistan. Let us now, in this moment of silence, renew once again our pledge that these honored dead shall not have died in vain, that the wounded, the widowed, and the recompense a grateful nation can bestow upon them. And let us again reverently resolve to consecrate our comradeship by our devotion to mutual helpfulness.
Thank you, Mary. Let's keep going forward. Okay, where am I? At this time, I'll have a moment of silence. Thank you. This time, Mark Kelly will play taps.
Please next.
Thank you, Mark. As usual. Yeah, everybody sits. Be seated, please. They're all sitting down. Can you do it, my buddy?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Somebody's got to give me the, oh,
There it is.
trust the computer.
The name of the song is My Buddy. And I'm losing the light here. Nights are long since you went away. I think about you all through the day. My buddy, nobody quite so true. Miss your voice, the touch of your hand, just long to know that you understand. My buddy, your buddy misses you. Thank you, everybody.
I'll have you back in another minute.
So don't go away enough.
No, don't go away. Okay, Mary Lamanna has some introductions. The politicians.
We did that.
But,
already.
are you asking this? No, if the guy, just tell me. Okay.
Congressman Mac Rose, would you like to say a few words?
And veteran Max Rose.
So I just want to take a minute to thank all the veterans in the room.
You never?
Especially the Vietnam vets. You know, my generation of veterans came home to being thanked for their service, to having services, to seeing the VA. But the Vietnam vets in the room came home and got spit at. You had to fight another war when you came home. Our nation's foreign policy was blamed on you, and it was disgusting. And you all held your head up high. And it's for that reason that us post 9/11 veterans from Iraq and Afghanistan didn't have to deal with that as well. And for that, as a veteran, I want to give you all a round of applause. Today, I really do think about the soldiers that I served with. You know, I think about the guys that are waking up every day with headaches from hitting IEDs, guys who have PTSD still to this day. And for them, us just saying thank you and celebrating Veterans Day, while it's great, is not enough. And so today I know that we renew our commitment that we're not going to allow for another homeless veteran to live in the United States of America. We renew our commitment that we're going to make sure that every vet who needs it gets the mental health services that they deserve. And we're going to make sure that whenever someone signs on the dotted line to enlist in the United States military, that we also swear an oath to them that we will be there for them when they come home. So I know you all are with me on that. God bless you, God bless our veterans, and God bless the United States of America.
From the Assembly, Nicole Malliotakis, would you like to say a few words, please?
Good morning, everyone. It is such an honor and privilege to be with you today. I first want to say thank you all for your service. Thank you so much for your patriotism, and thank you so much for being here today to recognize the fight that we still face in terms of protecting our nation, as well as ensuring that we take care of our veterans. I want to thank the American Legion, because it was the American Legion that fought alongside us in Albany this year when we were facing cuts to our mental health programs, to peer-to-peer counseling for our veterans, and worked with me and my colleagues to restore that funding. I also want to thank the American Legion for working with us to make sure that the children of military men and women who are killed or disabled on duty get their college tuition expenses covered by the state of New York. Those were two major victories this year. And of course, I want to thank you all for being so passionate and so patriot. It's so important, I think, particularly at a time that we're facing right now, where there are individuals, even within our own government, that are trying to take away those rights, those justices, those liberties that you all fought for. And that is the fight that we face across the country, and I want to thank you for being here today to make it known that the United States will always be the greatest country in the face of this planet. And as a daughter of a Cuban refugee, I know that the reason it is the greatest country is because of the liberties and the freedoms that we hold so dear, and that all of you put your life on the line to protect, and we will continue to fight for that. Thank you very much, and God bless.
From the Assembly, Mike Riley.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I just want to say it's so inspiring to see all of you here today, and this is how it should be every day. As someone who served, it's because of you who came before me that inspired me to put the uniform on. And I'm so proud to be a member of the American Legion, Watkins Kellett Post. I'm so glad that you guys embraced me to join. We're trying to recruit more, of course, right? Trying to get out there and get some of our younger members to join. This is the kind of stuff that we have to share so they know that this is the things that we do. We advocate every day. And because of your hard work and your dedication, we're going to accomplish so much. And I can echo what my colleagues just spoke about, and it's true. We need to all come together. And that's something that you guys are the epitome about. You guys are the example that we have to follow. So I thank you for that. God bless you, and God bless America.
Last but surely not least, from the Assembly, Michael Cusick.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, on my way here, I was trying to calculate how many times I've come to this event, and I couldn't come up with the number because I've been coming to this event here at the mall when my father was alive. And he was a sitting Supreme Court judge here on Staten Island, and when he ran for office in 1981, and I started coming with him, he was a vet also. And what amazes me every Veterans Day is when I come here is that you're able to have the folks here in large numbers, and the symbolism of celebrating Veterans Day in the Staten Island Mall while folks are here enjoying the Veterans Day sales, right? I think it's important that the American Legion has this event here at the mall to remind those folks, not that it's wrong, but to remind them the reasons why they're off today, why they're shopping for sales today. Because for many in this country and in this state, Veterans Day are just two words. Many people don't realize the meaning of veterans. All of you serve to protect us, to protect our rights, to be here today, to enjoy this beautiful day, to have a day off, to spend it with our families. But folks need to see that. And I applaud the American Legion here in Richmond County because you've had a mission since I can remember as a little boy of making sure that people don't forget. Don't forget the sacrifice that our men and women make by signing to serve in the military. And many of you continue that service. Many of our vets here on Staten Island continue that service after they are discharged in our community, in our charitable groups, in our little leagues, in our community groups. You are there, and I want to thank you for that. I think I've said this every time I've been here, and as an elected official, I've been here almost 17 years, so maybe 17 times I have said this. But every day is Veterans Day. Everybody should realize that every day is Veterans Day. And that's why we've all made a mission. This isn't a political event. This is about the veterans. But we've all made a mission as elected officials to protect your rights, to make sure that you get what you deserve for helping and serving our families and protecting their way of life. And we've made it a mission to make sure we make your lives that much easier here in civilian life on Staten Island by protecting your veterans' benefits. It was mentioned in the budget of New York State, mental health, health care, and we also make sure, and we've worked with you on increased taxes, property tax discounts for our veterans. I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that we will continue to serve you. I will continue to serve you as your assemblyman, because I can never thank you enough for what you have sacrificed for Staten Islanders, for my family, for all our families. And we are deeply indebted to you, and we will try to pay you back. God bless you. God bless America.
At this time, I'd like to ask my wife Eileen to come forward, please. And I'd also like to ask Vinnie Perno to come on up to give a donation to for the veterans gifts.
Oh, if my parents could see me now. You speak.
Morning, everybody. Afternoon. We are truly honored to be here, as we are every year. Like Assemblyman Cusick said, on behalf of all my brothers and sisters who are rolling thunder, every single day is Veterans Day. This is my favorite day. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you all for your service. We are committed to you. We will continue to be committed to you, anything you need. On that note, I got together with Eileen. Oh, I didn't get together with Eileen. A couple of years ago, she was putting some gifts together for the veterans. She asked for some help, so I don't know how many years it's been, but on behalf of Rolling Thunder Chapter 2 New York, here's a check for $500 for your veterans.
I want to thank Rolling Thunder. You've been such a great help. This money is going to veterans gifts. On December 4th, the American Legion, with the help of Rolling Thunder, and hundreds of other people who've donated money, will go from nursing home to nursing home, from room to room, all 9 nursing homes, and hand out gifts for our veterans. And this is a great help. Thank you.
And at this time, I'm going to ask Harold Bergman. He's going to do God Bless America.
Thank you.
Join in.
Before I sing the song, do we have any members left from the greatest generation from World War II? Raise your hands. Thank God for you guys. Because if it weren't for these brave heroes, we'd be singing and speaking in different languages. And they saved the world. Now, just a little bit about the song. The song was written by a Russian immigrant who came here when he was 3 years old. He was drafted by the United States Army in the First World War. And he became pretty famous as a songwriter. And his name is Irving Berlin. He did a great job. And the royalties from this song, he completely contributed to the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts of America. He was a great American. And I'm going to sing the song that made him great. And join me. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairie, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. mountains, to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you, Howard. How can I get this down to me?
My pleasure.
Okay. At this time, we're going to have Bob Mahoney give the closing prayer. Oh, hold on. First, I'd like to ask Charlie Gavarino to please remove the POW. Bobby, uncover.
Before we close, I'd like to ask you to keep in your prayers that we get a full accounting of all our MAAs and POWs so that their families can have closure and peace. Almighty God, Heavenly Father, with the reverence and love we pause to pay tribute to our honored and valiant departed comrades, grant that we may ever be mindful of their sacrifice to God and country, and of our comradeship with them in the ranks of the American Legion. Hallow their graves, give courage and comfort to those having suffered the loss of a loved one. Watch over the graves of our comrades, grant eternal rest of their ashes, peace, and happiness to their souls, and keep them till the hour of the final revival on that day when they are called before the divine commander. May all of these men be presented and accounted for. May their souls and souls of all departed veterans rest in peace. Amen.
Colors in place, and salute. 2. Thank you very much for coming today. It was great to see this crowd here today. Thank you.